Here we have a problem on derivative. There is a function that is y equals to 3x squared positive 5x negative 2, and we have to find dy over dx. That is, we have to find the derivative of this function with respect to x. Okay, here on the left side, when I find derivative of this y with respect to x, it will be dy over dx. Okay, on the right side, this expression, for this expression, we have to find the derivative with respect to x. Actually, here we have x squared, it contains variable and it is multiplied by a constant. So when we find derivative of some stuff where a variable is multiplied by the constant, so what we need to do is we have to keep the constant as it is and we have to find the derivative of the variable part. Okay, so here x square is in the part of x to the nth power. So when a derivative of this x to the nth power, that is equal to n times x to the power n negative 1. Actually, this is the power rule of derivative. So whenever we find derivative of a stuff like x to the nth power with respect to x, so what we need to do is we have to bring this exponent in front of the variable and subtract 1 from the exponent. So this is the power rule of derivative. So the same we can do for x square because x square is in the form of x to the nth power. So what we need to do is we have to bring this exponent in front of the variable and subtract 1 from the exponent. Positive. Here the variable x is multiplied by a constant of 5. So when I find derivative of this 5x, I have to keep the constant as it is and I have to find the derivative of this variable x alone. So whenever I find derivative of a variable with respect to the variable itself, it's 1. So here x, we find derivative of this x with respect to x. So the derivative of x with respect to x is just 1, negative. So it's a constant. The derivative of a constant with respect to any variable is 0. So here the derivative of the constant 2 with respect to x is 0. So dy over dx equals to, so 3 times 2 will become 6 times x to the power. So 2 negative 1 will just become 1. So whenever the exponent is 1, we don't have to mention. Simply we can leave it positive. 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, so the derivative of the given function with respect to x is 6x positive 5.